$3,000, 4 ETFs, one exact split. VOO gets $1,500. QQQM gets $600. VXUS gets $600. SCHD gets $300. In the next 10 minutes, every number explained, every reason why. No theory, just the data. Most people think building a portfolio means picking the right stocks at the right time. It doesn't. It means picking the right structure and then leaving it alone. $3,000 is enough to build that structure. Right now, today, here's exactly how. Here's what actually stops most people from starting. Not lack of money, not a complicated market. Information overload. One video says 25 ETFs, another says buy crypto, another says real estate. Half of them are kind of right, but in the completely wrong order. And the order is everything. So before the 4 ETFs, one step that almost nobody talks about, and it costs people everything when they skip it. Emergency fund first. 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account earning 3 to 4% annually, not a regular bank account. Why? The moment life happens, car breaks down, medical bill, tax season, without a buffer, you will be forced to sell your investments at exactly the wrong time, locking in losses, destroying everything you built. Emergency fund first. Then we build. Here's a number that changes how most people think about portfolios. Same $500 a month. Same 30 years. High-fee 15 ETF complex portfolio at 9% return, $915,000. Low-fee 4 ETF simple portfolio at 10% return, $1,130,000. That's a $215,000 difference from the same monthly investment, just from lower fees and fewer emotional decisions. And the data backs it up. Over the last 15 years, 89% of professional active fund managers underperformed the S&P 500. Full-time professionals, research teams, still lost to a simple index fund. The goal is not to beat the market. The goal is to become it. 4 ETFs. That's the whole system. ETF 1, VOO, 50%, $1,500. Half the portfolio, one fund. VOO tracks the S&P 500. 504 of the biggest U.S. companies. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Google. All in one ticker. Expense ratio, 0.03%. That's $3 per year on every $10,000 invested. 10-year average annual return, 15.47%. Long-term expectation going forward, 10 to 11%. Still exceptional. VTI works too. It adds 3,000 plus mid-cap and small-cap companies. Same logic. Pick one, not both. They overlap and you're just duplicating. $1,500 into VOO, 50% of the portfolio, the foundation. That's the foundation. But the next ETF is where most beginners leave the biggest returns on the table, and almost nobody talks about why. ETF 2, QQQM, 20%, $600. This is the growth engine. QQQM tracks the Nasdaq 100, 103 stocks. Nvidia, Microsoft, Broadcom, Meta, the companies driving AI, semiconductors, cloud computing. The Nasdaq 100 index has delivered a 21.8% annualized return over the last 10 years. QQQM tracks the same index with lower fees, 0.15%, and has averaged 17.77% annually since its 2020 launch. Honest warning, QQQM is volatile. In 2022, it dropped 32.6%. During the dot-com crash, the Nasdaq fell over 70%. This position only works if you hold through every drawdown without selling. For a 10-plus year horizon, 20% in QQQM is a rational bet on technology continuing to drive market returns. $600 into QQQM, 20% of the portfolio, the growth engine. 2 ETFs down, both invest in the US. The next one is the one almost every beginner skips, and it's the reason this portfolio survives when the US market struggles. ETF 3, VXUS, 20%, $600. The one most beginners never buy, and that's a mistake. VXUS gives exposure to 8,700 plus stocks across 47 plus countries outside the United States. Europe, Japan, India, Brazil, Taiwan, all in one fund. Expense ratio, 0.05%. $5 per year on every $10,000. Here's the problem with a US-only portfolio. The US is currently 60% of the global stock market. That's massive concentration in one country. And historically, that dominance shifts. In 1900, the UK dominated global markets. In the 1980s, Japan did. Neither lasted forever. A 100% US portfolio is a 30-year bet that US dominance never ends. VXUS removes that risk at almost zero cost. $600 into VXUS, 20% of the portfolio, the global layer. 3 ETFs, growth, diversification, global exposure. The last one is the smallest allocation, but it's the one that keeps the entire portfolio stable when everything else falls. ETF 4, SCHD, 10%, $300. The stabilizer. SCHD tracks 100 high-quality U.S. dividend companies, screened for cash flow strength, return on equity, and dividend sustainability. Companies that have paid and grown dividends for at least 10 consecutive years. Current yield, 3.24%. Expense ratio, 0.06%. $6 per year on every $10,000. Dividend growth rate, approximately 9 to 10% annually over the last decade. When QQQM drops hard in a tech sell-off, SCHD holds. The dividends keep paying. You reinvest them automatically. The position compounds without adding more money. 10% here because at $3,000 starting capital, growth matters more than income. As the portfolio grows, this allocation increases. $300 into SCHD, 10% of the portfolio. The income layer. The complete portfolio. Here's the full breakdown. VOO, Foundation, U.S. Market, 50%, $1,500. QQQM, Growth Engine, Tech/AI, 20%, $600. VXUS, Global Layer, International, 20%, $600. SCHD, Income Layer, Dividends, 10%, $1,000. Total, 100%, $3,000. Combined expense ratio, approximately 0.06%. That's $6 per year on every $10,000 invested. The math that matters. $3,000 is the starting point. The system is what matters. At 10% annual return, the S&P 500's long-term historical average, $300 per month for 30 years, $678,000. $500 per month for 30 years, $1,130,000. $700 per month for 30 years, $1,582,000. The $1 million portfolio on an average salary is real. Monthly contribution and time horizon are both within your control. Market returns are not. One more number. When the portfolio crosses $50,000, a 1% market move on $5,000 is $50. Fine. But 1% on $50,000 is $500. A month of groceries, utilities covered. Real money you generated without doing anything. That's when the money starts working harder than you do. The 5 rules. Rule 1. Automate from day 1. Same amount, same day, every month. The day after your paycheck. Remove the decision entirely. Rule 2. Never check it daily. QQQM will drop 20% someday. VXUS will lag for years. That's the system working. Check every 6 months. Rebalance once a year. Rule 3. Don't add complexity. 4 ETFs. That's it. Every extra fund is a new decision point. Every decision point is a chance for an emotional mistake. Rule 4. Increase contributions when income increases. Every time income goes up, raise the contribution before adjusting lifestyle. Even $50 more per month compounded over 20 years is a dramatically different outcome. Rule 5. Stay invested through crashes. The market will crash. QQQM will fall hardest. Keep buying. Down months buy more shares at lower prices. That is the system working exactly as designed. That's the $3,000 split. 4 ETFs. One structure that runs on autopilot. Now, what happens when you have $10,000? The allocations shift. QQQM increases. SCHD increases. The logic changes. That breakdown is the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and click the video on screen right now to watch it next. See you in the next one.